Okay. Let's see. Alright, here we go. Well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube and gamers. This is Lepidus of Lepidus Grand Cinema. Welcome to our stream. With us here today is Rob Hill and Toxic Rain. And there's not really going to be much in the way of games, but we do want to, discuss and brainstorm, and among other things. And in case you're hearing that thing in the back, it's Rob Hill's cell phone. So do bear that in mind.
Unfortunately, it's because can they hear me?
Yeah, they can hear you.
Okay. It's basically because I'm on my cell phone to watch the video because my computer's being used. So
the main thing before we start this whole thing off is we are doing a COVID-19 charity COVID-19 response charity stream. So here's what's kind of going on. It's, well, as you're all aware, there's a COVID-19 pandemic occurring in the United States and abroad. In response to that, we are joining the campaign in a direct relief effort and coordination with public health authorities, nonprofit organizations, and businesses to provide personal protective equipment and other items to health workers. So if you want to donate to the COVID-19 response charity campaign, I'll also provide a link should you desire to do that. So, yeah. So, any questions before anything else?
okay, let's see. 5 months before.
Let's see.
When is the next?
It's coming out. Well, as soon as the script is, as soon as it's done. But yeah. Right. You may want to address that Rob, because I'm hearing noise on your end, on my end.
Yeah. Sorry. And basically, what it is that it's replaying over the the YouTube sound is replaying over the Discord sound. So that's what.
So let's see. To answer your question, Master Kid, it depends on when we get it done, because right now the script is currently in development right now. But right now we're also doing a short animation in the meantime to be in between episodes 3 and 4, which is what we're doing right now with the script here. So, and then there's Ghost Rider, who says that it's been a while, and it has. Yeah, I'm doing well. And I'm sure Toxic Rain's doing well, and Rob Hill's doing well, and a lot of people are doing well. Well, from what I heard, a lot of people are kind of losing their jobs right now due to this pandemic. And Toxic Rain already had to file unemployment for his job, and that in itself is a bummer in that regard. And I'm sure everyone else is kind of going through that themselves as well, so in more ways not, it's relatable for everyone right now in the United States and abroad, especially in the places where it's a hotbed for that pandemic right now.
Right, yeah.
As for me, I'm doing my own little isolation thing and doing the whole 6 feet away thing, and washing my hands diligently.
And of course, hand sanitizer that's up to 70% or more alcohol.
Oh, that's a good point too. Hand sanitizer is also another important thing.
I'll be right back. Right?
Nick Cage says, "Well, for me, nothing's changed over much. Still a cave rat." I just have this vivid image right now where you just see the screen just like, honestly, I kind of feel like Gollum in The Hobbit.
How so?
Where, well, because you know how in The Hobbit, he's like alone in his little part of the cave, and there's no one really to talk to except for what will soon be their food. It's kind of like that, but in a more different way. If I'm looking at that, like being kind of alone, and as some would argue, going stir crazy. Though luckily I have friends to talk to and music to listen to. And projects to keep my sanity in check. So let's see. Let's see here. So I think we said something about like 6 guards outside, wasn't it, Rob?
Are you talking about for the animation?
Yeah, for the script of the animation.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Hold on.
And Onikich says, "What sanity? I lost mine years ago." I mean, that's basically saying, what is sanity? Toxic Rain. I detect a Portal 1 and 2 parody. Where it's the whole cake is alive, but here's the thing too. I think in Black Mesa, isn't there a thing where they find a little graffiti that says the pizza is a lie or something? In Black Mesa. Onigage says, sanity is overrated, underappreciated, and completely unnecessary. She is overrated, underappreciated, and completely unnecessary. She is overrated. I'm gonna have to turn you down a little bit for now.
Hold on a second. I think here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try my headset and see if that helps.
Yeah, because that's what I was kind of suggesting you to do earlier, but I think you kind of forgot.
No, I just still have them. It's just I turned them off.
Oh, right. Technical difficulties, everyone.
Oh. Okay.
I can still hear myself, by the way.
Hold on.
Okay.
There we go. Oh, it's because what I forgot was that I can watch the stream on my PS4.
Nice. Let's see. Also, do bear in mind this script that we're working on is potentially a first draft, so this may not be official.
Something along those lines, yeah.
Yeah. So what you're kind of seeing right now is not. It may not be the official script, but yeah. Let's see. Let me just go ahead and save.
A teleporting ship of sorts. Huh?
They're talking about Half-Life 2 lore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't really know much about Half-Life 2, sorry.
Let's see. No, wait.
Hey, wait, boy.
Oh, I actually have Ghost Rider. I've seen the gameplay that I think it wasn't a Jacksepticeye one. It was someone else's, but I also saw the cutscenes for it as well. It's quite interesting, really. I mean, it looks a lot better than it did in Half-Life 2 and 1. And if anything, it's really impressive, really. I don't think it came out in 91.
Let me actually look that up.
It's actually late 90s.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Not early 90s, so yeah.
1991, so 1992.
Well, he's saying 91, but it's not 91, because they didn't... The way it was done then, it probably would be different around that time. Unless we're talking about Warcraft 2. Or 1. For that matter. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, it's true. Some game graphics do age very well. Some age kind of yeah. Very well. 1998. Wow.
Yeah. Let's see. Upon exiting the parking garage, Bonnie spots a few additional guards looking. Wait, yeah, I think they did a few fan games. I think one of them was Black Mesa, and I think another one. I can't recall offhand. So what would happen in this instance, Rob? With him, with the character Bonnie, upon leaving, exiting the garage, and seeing a few additional guards on both sides of the street looking for him.
Okay. Well, I think you would probably have to first try to make sure he has a place to duck behind, or at least hide behind, so they don't spot him.
Yeah, true. Which, that may not be a thing at this point, considering the fact, there's hardly any cars on the street. Maybe I could probably add in a transit bus, being there.
Maybe. Now, let me take a look. And on his left, the vehicle entrance / exit nearby, and the fire exit behind him, where he entered originally. Finally, making his way to the vehicle entrance / exit of the parking garage, Bonnie slips away from the remaining guards inside. Upon exiting the parking garage, Bonnie spots a few additional guards on both sides of the street looking. Okay. What's it called? I think it's called foliage or something like that. You kind of like where you have like bushes and shrubs or something like that. Like maybe.
I don't think there is.
Is it like the event? Fuck. Okay. Because I was gonna say if there was, he could try to.
Or I could probably put like a transit bus or something. That's like turned on.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Because he's not gonna be able to take them all out.
Well, he does have like.
Try to sneak.
Well, he does have like those darts.
Oh, he has darts?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well,
are they like sleep darts or?
They're knockout darts. I've told you about this before.
Knockout. Okay. Yeah, I think you might have, and I just forgot.
Yeah, I think you kind of like. I think you kind of spammed the chat a bit, masked.
Kill chat.
So he hides alongside a transit bus. Should we say he observes them or something?
Yeah. Yeah, so like maybe he'd have to, like, if he was to use those sleep darts, he'd have to make sure that when he uses one of each, that the other guards don't notice.
Yeah, it's one of the things where it's like you kind of have to time that, because like the moment you hear the thud, it's gonna be, well,
The other guard.
guard has been knocked out.
Okay. So what I think.
Observing their movements. Because the main thing right now is he's having to actually get out of there, because otherwise he's a sitting duck at that point.
Yeah. So he has to try to map it out. Like, okay, like if I'm gonna, he has to try to map it out. Like, okay, where each are. So
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Is there any way, like, maybe he could sneak up to get like a higher viewpoint on them? Like, so he's like looking at them from above.
Probably not.
But
Unless he wants the guard going. He's over there. Get him.
Or maybe he could use that as a distraction. What is
like, hey, I'm over here. No, that would be bad. Oh wait. Maybe he. Oh. Maybe he did something like he did earlier in the script, where it's like a bottle,
Bottle? You'd have to kind of remind me.
Because spoilers on stream, in podcast. He's going in to gather what he needs to get from their base of operations. He has to distract the guard to get the key, because the door's locked.
Oh yeah, you do something like that.
Yeah.
I'm kind of thinking, if he has the sleep darts, like maybe what he could do is like set up some sort of like explosive device to where it launches the darts at them, but I don't know if that
I'm pretty sure that the MacGyver trick probably won't work. Since he
probably not.
Since he doesn't have much there to begin with.
Yeah. I mean, like, what he could do is, like, set up... Is, like, if he was behind a table, he could kick it and then sneak off somewhere.
He's outside, though. That's the problem.
The fire alarm's a good distraction. Just wire something to ignite.
Right. But here's the thing, though. Ernie Cage, he's already outside, and has to get back to his bike.
Yeah, so he's gonna have to, like... my best suggestion would be like try to find some way to distract, because otherwise.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we would do the bench, but here's the thing too. There's also the possibility that if there happened to be a cop there and he pulled a bench, what? Probably not, because the only thing that the character Bonnie really has is his pistol, some knockout canisters, some rounds of knockout darts for his pistol, and a few flash keys. That's it. It's, for the most part, avoiding any form of damage as much as possible.
Right.
Because imagine.
I don't think he would be able to fire the bus to explode.
Yeah, because that would be damage to city property. Same with the bench too. So that Bonnie would be charged with damage to city property.
Yeah, destruction of public property. He can't do that either. Because again, public property damage. KO darts, KO grenades, pistol for darts. Well,
maybe.
okay.
Maybe.
Wait, you said yes. Oh, go ahead.
Maybe like he knocks out one of the guards with a dart, and like a few kind of come over, but he moves around the bus a little bit, and then kind of turns and shoots another one at another, but time it.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, so it's like kind of like drawing them in or something like that. That's actually not a bad idea. So it's like he draws their attention.
Yeah.
So that way they're now focused on the direction that he was in, so that he can go towards his bike.
Master Kid, that's still considered damage to public property.
I mean, while it would be nice to see Bonnie do that, unfortunately we can't have him do that because then he would be charged.
Yeah.
By the authority.
Yeah, well, that would probably work on a cage, depending on how close they are. At this point, I think Masked Kid's just messing with us right now.
17 different benches he pulls out of his pocket. How the hell are you gonna fit 17 benches into your
Let's see,
IRC? What does that mean?
I don't even know. Maybe ironically? Oh, thank you. If I remember correctly.
Oh, if I remember, that makes sense.
Okay. Come on. Let me see. Okay, ignoring that. Alright.
Why would he throw his pistol towards the... And look at it, and
He's kind of approaching it like a cartoon. That's what he's kind of going about it. This isn't a cartoon Master Kid. We're doing this with realism, not cartoony stuff. Oh.
So he's kind of doing that, kind of like a sniper. What he's kind of do.
Yeah.
In a way. But instead of killing them, he's just, he's just knocking them out.
Well, it's like I mentioned before in the previous stream, Master Kid. I honestly, I'm not much of a meme person, considering the fact that it's, for the most part, it's kind of unoriginal in my book. But that's just me. Take it as you will.
As they say, to each their own.
Right.
Which is fine, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just,
Right.
That's not the way we're approaching this.
Yeah. Yeah, because we're in more ways than that, we're really taking the script seriously on that. Speaking of that, just to remind everyone that, as you're aware, there is a COVID-19 pandemic occurring in the United States and abroad. In response to that, we are joining the campaign in a direct relief effort and coordination with public health authorities, non-profit organizations, and businesses to provide personal protective equipment and other items to help to health workers. So, if you want to donate to the COVID-19 response charity campaign, we'll provide a link for you to do so. Yeah, I kept messing up on that one, but yeah. It's one of the things that's going to happen regardless.
Yeah. I mean, again, fuck-ups happen,
Right. Let's see.
Someone's pissed off when I said that.
It did.
See? That's exactly what I mean. I didn't mean to sound angry, yet when I listened to myself, I sounded mad. Like, what the fuck?
Hulk angry, me smash.
Oh god.
Let's see. And Rob knew he effed up.
Oh.
Notice how I censored myself on using the swear word. No need to put a plate there. Yeah, we need like a soundboard or something. So it's like every time like someone like cusses, it's just beep beep beep. You know.
Bleeped or unbleeped? Choose wisely.
To bleep or not to bleep? That is the question. So I guess tell me the scene or here or something because my brain fell out.
What, but don't want to spoil the whole thing, but you know.
Yeah. We're probably not going to spoil a lot of things right now. Masked Kid. It's a undisclosed location. We'll leave it at that.
Oh, what's around? Oh, okay. So as far as back in the street, and he's trying to get back to his bike so he can get away. But as you know, there's a whole bunch of guards around him, so he's got to get around them.
Yeah.
Like, is there a trash can? Like, you use the trash can as a distraction? Is that what you mean? I mean, that's not exactly a bad idea.
Probably if it's not bolted down. There are some trash cans in cities where they have them bolted down so that way pedestrians don't go yoink, you know.
Yeah, because there are people out there that are dickheads like that. Namely, Karens, Kevins, and Cross Goblins. If you watch Reddit.
Yeah.
And then chuck it in dash.
Probably.
Is that another guy with
I'm just having this funny thought where it's just like every time it takes someone out, it's like they all go to another side, and it takes another one out, and they go to the other side. It's just back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. It's just like it gets to the point where Bonnie's just like, guys, for goodness sake, come on.
He's just like, he's wizard to himself. Come on, fuck!
No. It's like he's like, okay, guys, stop. I mean, I know I'm knocking you guys out with like whatever, you know, but this is getting silly right now. You're just going, you know, and going investigating each body that gets knocked out. Make up your mind here.
I'm pretty sure they'd just be looking at him like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they're just like, I wish we had a censored sound a soundboard or whatever.
Yeah, so he can.
It's just he throws a banana peel. It's like. The heck. He tries to throw a newspaper, but it would be the equivalent of going. Ugh! And he goes straight to the ground after he throws it.
Something along those lines, yeah.
Because he says, throws whatever's in the trash, he just throws a newspaper and he goes, ugh, and he goes straight down after throwing it. Everyone just looks at him like, what were you trying to do? And Bonnie's just kind of like, I was trying to throw it at you so you guys could get distracted. Like, well, you apparently failed your job. Good day, sir. Oh my god.
And alright, back to the task at hand.
I'm already imagining it right now. Like, you just have Bonnie laugh, they're laughing, and then it's just like, and kind of like that scene from Family Guy. It's just like, whatever, you can go, come on, you can go. It's just like, you're like, okay, whatever. And they're like, no, I'm just kidding. You have to die. And I just realized by saying that, it's going to show up as controversial on the vidIQ thing. But whatever. It happened. Let's see. And I forgot the S for takes. I'm afraid I can't do that, Dave. So, open the door! I'm afraid I can't do that, Dave. Like, open the door, Sal! I'm afraid I can't do that, Dave. In case you didn't get the reference, that's from the movie called 2001 Space Odyssey. I was just so surprised that the guy didn't like lose it and just start cussing at Hal or whatever it was. Like, open that freaking blast door, you! Answer every single cuss word imaginable. Is your chat censored? No. It'd be nice though. But that way every single cuss word is bleeped out. Well, you can't say fool because, you know, it is another word for stupid and dimwit and yeah. And avoiding saying the C word that's commonly used in Europe. Let's see. Right. But in more ways than not, saying idiot and stupid, they're a bit more appropriate to say, as opposed to saying the C word they hear in some people in Europe say, which I do not want to utter, since it the definition for that involves a woman's genitalia on that. Let's see. No worries, Ernie Cage. It's kind of doing the same for me. It's going right over the head, you know. Oh wait, no, I kind of recognize it. I think it's like I don't remember where exactly. It's like you have the bad guy for the first original part of Half-Life 2. He was like, "You fool!" Now I'm just imagining, like, they're just looking around like, where's it coming from? Where's it coming from? And then Bonnie is just like, okay, I had enough. He goes, bing, ding, 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 you know, and takes him out. You still there, Rob?
Yeah, so there.
Alright, just making sure. It's just mainly the masked kid just talking in the chat. Making references to Half-Life.
No, I also had a funny thought that so that the guards won't suspect anything. Bonnie puts a bottle of beer on one of the guards' hands out.
You just see, and their CEO is just like, so drinking on the job, are we? Now that I think about it, would they be like they're kind of going, where's it coming from? Where's it coming from? You think they're kind of like panicking at that point or something?
Maybe, yeah. Like, kind of like, what's going on? Is there like a sniper around or something?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that?
I know what I could do. Agent Sam Fisher. Meet Junior Agent Bonnie. Though, in all honesty, I think Sam Fisher probably would do a better job at not being detected as opposed to Bonnie. Even though, in all fairness, it wasn't really entirely his fault. He didn't know the whole laptop was like had a silent alarm or whatever. It's just it just happened. Okay. Should we leave the script here where it is right now for the podcast and at least until like next week?
I think so, yeah.
Alright.
Wouldn't hurt.
So, with 5 minutes left, anyone have questions? that don't have to do with spoilers. None I can think of at the moment. Fair enough. I swear it's gonna be one of those last-minute questions where it's like just as we finish the stream, it's like a question right there, like it was for the previous stream. Oh, in case you're wondering, the background for the stream is the thumbnail for that's going to be for the short animation that basically revolves around the Puppet Chronicles. Just to let folks know. Ah, Dr. Freeman. And I think with G-Man it's like, prepare for unforeseen consequences. Which I think was espoused in Half-Life 1 and on Episode 2 for Half-Life. Well, if there isn't any further questions before we go, one last reminder until next week. As you're currently aware, there is a COVID-19 pandemic occurring in the United States and abroad. In response to that, we are joining the campaign in a direct relief effort in coordination with public health authorities, nonprofit organizations, and businesses to provide personal protective equipment and other items to health workers. So, if you want to donate to the COVID-19 response charity campaign, we'll provide you a link to do so. And also, there's no further questions. I guess we could probably call it end of stream for right now.
At least for now, yeah.
Yeah.
Till next week, I think.
So, yeah, there will be another one next week, folks. So, it'll be another COVID-19 stream. Maybe we can extend it for another hour and just chit-chat and whatever.
Or possibly even do it earlier. And start it earlier and...
Yeah. Because really, for something like the situation we're in right now, all across the globe, it's not something to really brush off. It's really a...
Considering the fact that there is literally people dying from it. I mean, take a look at it.
There's like a whole lot of cases throughout that are popping up throughout the entire world. There's been a whole lot of in the United States who have died from this virus. A few of them that are like musicians and actors and public officials, etc. And so it's one of those things that we as a species need to take seriously. Because this virus, you know, really affects your respiratory system and has been known to kill people. And you ought to see it all over the news right now, especially in newspapers. And heck, even online on YouTube, where it's being mentioned as well. But I digress. Thank you all for coming to this week's COVID-19 response charity stream. We will be having another one next week. So, with that being said, this is Lepidus of Lepidus Grand Cinema, and I will see you in the next stream. And as always, good hunting.